I started a couple minutes early because I've just been sitting here doing nothing. Hanging out with the cats. They're both in here, I think. Oh no, Mocha just left. First person here. There's not too many people saying hi bright and early, but Black Jedi from Montreal. How is it going? I'll wait a little bit or a couple minutes until I know that the voice and everything's good, and then we'll start talking. I don't have a ton to talk about today. There's a couple little things, but there's nothing major. And then we'll talk about upcoming videos, upcoming projects, and then I'll do a kind of Q&A and see what people want to ask and try to answer the best that I can. Albert, good morning. Gutwire, good morning. Michael, good morning. From the Netherlands, awesome. Sam, Tech Tips, how's it going? Rich, how's it going? Don, how's it going? Hope you're doing well, Don. I know you live around me, I believe. Today should be a decent day outside. I wanted to go to the Toronto Zoo. Chantal wanted to go to the movies. So we're going to the movies at 12 to go see Sinners or whatever. James, good morning. Kirk, good morning. Does OnVIF Unifi work with LAN wired cameras or Wi-Fi? If the Wi-Fi camera is OnVIF compatible, I think it would work. I haven't used one though, so I'm not too sure. Paul, good morning. How's it going? It's afternoon in the UK. So I was supposed to be in San Francisco. Couldn't get there, unfortunately, because the RSA event, the RSA conference is going on, and Ubiquity is going to be there. So I won't be filming anything there because I won't be there. But Crosstalk, I believe, is going. So I would assume that he's going to film the Ubiquity booth and stuff like that, as well as other things that if there is new things there anyway. Yeah, it should be a good movie. And then we'll head probably to Main Street, Newmarket area, to go for a walk because it's going to be kind of warm. Frederick, good morning. I don't know. I think I might have said hi to you. I'm not too sure. Hoping for EV charger stations to come to Europe soon. You know what I need to do? I need to get my Elgato teleprompter set up on the camera. So when I'm reading the comments, I'm looking at the camera instead of looking at my screen. It is down on my floor. I've never actually used it there though. Yes, hit the like button. We don't have a crazy amount of people here yet. Not sure there will be, but I did go a little bit early. I was going to stream yesterday as well, but I decided not to. We ended up going, what did we do? We ended up going to this place. Oh no, I just quit out of, oh no. Hold on a second. I didn't mean to do that, so hopefully the chat's still going through. I just cut out of, how the heck do I go do this? My actual live dashboard. There we go. Okay. Is chat gonna pop up again though? Yes, so I gotta take this one down. Bring this one up. Pop chat. What the heck? Oh no, I can't move it. Oh, there we go. Go to live chat, because that is the best chat. Okay, DM, wow, how's it going? Hopefully you're keep checking on the Ubiquity World Conference stuff, and I'm not sure if you're going to go to the next one, but I think they'll be doing, well, they should be doing one after the 4 initial ones in Europe and stuff get underway. We'll end up going going to the States or somewhere. We'll see. Lee from North Wales. Andrea, how's it going? I don't know if I said your name right. Hopefully I did. My fiance told me Black Creek Pioneer Village is having a medieval fair. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let me write that down. Creek. I just wanted to go. Oh, that's not too far away. Yeah, that's not too far away at all. I just wanted to go see some animals, but we did just do like a reptile zoo thing not too long ago. Anyone else noticing iPhones not switching to 2.4 gigahertz when the signal of 5 gigahertz they use on Pro? I have not noticed that, no. I haven't had issues with mine. I keep meaning to get a blackout blind. I'm probably going to do the measurements today and maybe go grab one. Oh, you guys will be going. Okay, awesome. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I kind of want to spend more time in the area, though. I think we were only in Miami like 3 days, something like that, maybe 4. Hey, Cody, any ideas how I can get SFTP uploads to my UNAS? Got a server and the production running. I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. I don't know if it supports that at this moment. Gills, good morning. How's it going from Australia? Will you be doing an E7 review? Maybe. I have an E7 hanging on my roof right now. It's not powered up because I'm using a XGS, but possibly, maybe. Wi-Fi access points are kind of hard to review, unfortunately. Skip from Thailand. How's it going? All these updates that you guys still haven't got my hands on one, waiting for over 4 months. Yes, that is unfortunate. I don't know if it's available here yet. I have one. Where is it, NAS? Oh, it is available here. God, that's kind of expensive, though. What you doing, Nilly? Nilly's sitting right in front of me. It's available in the States. I just don't know if it's available where you are. I'm not sure exactly where you are. Available in States and Canada. Think I broke site manager when I changed WAN 2. Huh, interesting. There's a couple videos that, well, I'm not too sure on the timeline. Maybe some newer products eventually coming out shortly that are going to be kind of really cool. I'll be doing them. I don't know if I'll be doing it release day, though, because I got to kind of work it in. You have a pile of 12 terabyte drives just itching for RAID 6. Still waiting too on back order. Yeah, I guess it depends where you live in the world, right? Like if you're in like Europe or something like that, or Australia. I know the Australia store, or I don't even know if they have an Australia store, but it's hard to get Ubiquiti stuff. Can you do a step-by-step video on how to get logs from my UDMSE saved over to my UNAS? I don't know if you can do that. I'm not sure if you can do that. I could try to think of something to figure out a way to do it. I think a lot of people would want that. What would be the best way to map a drive to my UNAS and then be able to access it when I'm not home? Using a VPN, that would be the best way. The easiest VPN would be Wi-Fi Man, just because it's like one click. So it's super simple, but yeah, VPN for sure. Gotta grab the headphones. No worries. I don't know what else has came out new. So the biggest update with the UNAS was our RAID 6. What else happened with it? Let's look. I could go into here. Nilly, what are you doing? Why do you have to sit right in front of my computer screen? I hope you don't hit anything on my Steam Deck. Or Stream Deck. I'm a little tired. I just got back into going to the gym. I went to the gym early this morning. Let's go releases, Unifi Network application. Oh, so they released 2 back to back. Crazy. 3. Am I just, where's the NAS? Where's the NAS? Or am I just selected? Oh, I'm just on network. I protect, Unifi Network attached storage. Oh, this is still release candidate too. So if you're not seeing the RAID 6, it's because it's some release candidate. But they added RAID 6 support. They did generic, generate specific support files, add support for configuring release channel per application. Per application. There's only one application on there, though. Added Seam server integration. Let's look at Unifi 2.0. Added support. Oh, that's one. OneDrive and Dropbox, which I don't use either. Executing an executable file in the SMB. And then just, I mean, it was such a short update. I only did 3 minutes, but I kept having people comment on my video saying why I haven't done a video on the new Unified Drive, or that no YouTubers have done a video. Well, there's not much there to talk about. It was less than 3 minutes. I think my video was like 2 minutes and 50 seconds or something like that. Hey, Cody, open the basement door. Mike, how's it going? They have done a lot of updates, like specifically with the Unifi Network. Hey, Cody, I'm looking at a new switch to support the current Unifi Network at my parents' house, torn between the USW Ultra and the 8 Lite PoE. They only plan to have 4 PoE. USW Ultra. Let's see. Or let's go to the US, I guess. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. I would probably go with the USW Ultra just because if you ever want to upgrade the wattage, you could always buy another power supply. And all 8 of these ports would be PoE, whereas the other one, it only has 4 ports that are PoE. So that's what I would go with, the Ultra. The big update went GA. Yes, I did a video on that. I'm, for some reason, on... Oh, maybe it's because the Unifi OS is in early access still. Good morning, everyone. Quick question. How does one sign up to for Unifi Talk? What part of the world are you in? Because that kind of depends. Unifi Talk, you have to have a phone. You have to have a Ubiquiti device to start it off. Does UNAS only support RAID 1.6? No, there's 10. There's 10. I can't log into mine right now. I think I logged out. But there is 10. There's RAID 10 and RAID 5. UNAS has been working great for a couple months, replacing Synology. Most running data for my Plex server Mac Mini. Nice. Yeah, and with Synology's hard drive lock-in now, like this would be the time for Ubiquiti to, really focus on Unified Drive. A couple things that people have mentioned they want to see is backups for like emails, like for Microsoft 365 as well as G Suite. And then one I would like to see is like something like Active Backup for Business. Do you have the AI box in usage for your cameras? I do, yes. Let Z Gamer out of the basement, you animal. Yeah, the poor guy, he's been stuck down there for weeks. Could you possibly do, if you haven't already, an updated video on how you quote cabling? I did a quoting job or a quoting video for door access, and I realized that I was charging way too little. I don't know if I want to do quoting jobs because it really depends on your area as well. Like we usually would do per cable drops, like say a Cat 6 cable, $180 cable or something like that. That's pretty much how we do it. Yeah, there was one from years ago. I know Lawrence Systems has one. His is kind of old as well, though. Is there a way to turn off UNAS when a power outage and running out of UPS? It would be the same as it would just be going into the actual dashboard and doing a shutdown. That's it. Cody, is it normal to have an error on the EFG that says each one of your cats have one life? Give it up. I never lie. Oh, okay. I don't lie about gear coming out. I signed NDAs. I'm not allowed to talk about it, so I just kind of skirt around the issue. Come up with some random number, then multiply it by 25. So 250 per drop markup hardware. Well, see, that's the thing. Like right there, there's 250, and that's US dollars. So it really depends on your area, where you live. Like it could be way cheaper, or it could be way more expensive. So for me, like we have enough work, but if people want me to quote jobs, like not that I quote it super high, but most people are hiring me because they know who I am and they want the full Ubiquiti stack. Quoting's different, and I don't have a ton of overhead. I have myself, I have 2 internet connections, and my brother works with me. He's a subcontractor. Oh, what are you doing, Moki? If you're willing to overlook the law, you could choose US or Canada, and you should be able to sign up. For which? Ubiquiti? Oh, I get what you mean, for Unifi Talk. Well, Unifi Talk actually allows you to sign up in different countries. But I think you would have to use a third party subscription though. Well, there's Mocha. Oh, sorry, I have a bag in the way. Is there something you kind of use to get the value per cable drop? Well, like typical cable drop, you're looking at 125 feet, and then after that, it's like a non-typical run, so you're paying more or you're charging more. If I'm going downtown Toronto, I'm charging more because it's a nightmare to drive down there. What else? If it's not drop ceiling, it's all drywall. That's like more of a charge. It's going to take more time. So really, we just go out there and we view the job and see how many hours we think it's going to take and kind of base off that. A coding video would be the one of the most watch I could guarantee it. You know what? The funny thing is, when I did it before, it was very low in numbers. Just because not a lot of people, not everybody here is actually running a business. But depends on the area and country, if not relevant for people. Like people in Europe, they're going to be running shielded cable. In Canada, and most of the US, we're not running shielded cable unless it's in like a factory that has, you know, it's needed there. And shielded cable is like double the price here. Has the file naming issue special character been resolved in the UNAS Pro? I recall a few. You know what? I didn't even know that was an issue, so I'm not sure. Any way to do site magic with my own encryption VPN device? The built-in VPN is too slow because of the ARM CPU. Any way to do site magic with my own? No, you would have to use a Ubiquiti console to do that, site magic. Hey Cody, are you planning on doing one of your full system config videos with the new Unifi OS? Yes, I am. A 2025 video is coming out. So that's what I was going to talk about today. Not the 2025, but it has to go in sequences. So I'm rebuilding my rack. I have a Ubiquiti rack, but I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to use my 25U StarTech rack. I'm waiting for another UDM Pro Max to come in and PDU Pro. I gave my PDU Pro to a customer right out of my rack because they really needed it. So I'm like, you know what? I'll give it to you. And I just bought one on Friday. So it should be in this week. Once that rack build video is done, that's when the 2025 video is going to come out. Well, yeah, you're in the UK. So, and even like wall materials, completely different. Like your walls are a lot thicker than our little drywall walls. What are you doing, Nelly? Oh, here she goes. Boop. In Europe, you could use any VoIP provider and add it to Unifi. It works very well. Yeah, like we'll use VoIP.MS for, so we're using VoIP.MS for some Unifi Talk deployments. If you want more redundancy, I would probably do RAID 6. Everybody's going to be doing RAID 6. That's what the forums are blowing up about. I'm just leaving mine at RAID 5, I think. You monster, why do you swear? I haven't sworn on Mocha's life. Gotcha. I appreciate it. Wanting to make sure I charge appropriately. I mean, I know people who charge $350 for one Cat 6 run. We've only used shielded a handful of times, and that's when it was asked. New builds, I have electricians run the cable, then I terminate at both ends and put into the rack. Most recent was like 70 drops, charged about 12 hours for my stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's what you could do as well. I typically don't like when electricians here run Cat 6 cable or are cabling, because a lot of them, I'm not saying all electricians, don't know how to run data cabling, unfortunately. I didn't know I was a network geek until I found your channel. Awesome. Now I've spent 2,000 USD. Yeah, that's the problem with Ubiquiti. You'll end up, buying more and more and more, and they keep coming out with such cool products. Not that I know of, Spencer. Is there any way to run local AI on the UNAS? Not that I know of, no. I have my new tech using your 2024 build video. Well, the 2025 video will probably be out in like a week or two. It really just depends on that rack. I need to get that rack built because I want to show... it's going to be so difficult. I want to show the cabling, like how I physically cable stuff. But a part of that rack build, there's going to be a couple other devices that I won't put in there. And that'll be a separate video. Yeah. So what I'll show, I'll show the initial config, or show putting in my UDM SEs or my UDM Pro Maxes, connecting it to my aggregation switch, putting them in shadow mode. That will be the physical part of it, and then we'll do the configuration. But I want to add the cabling part of it to that 2025 video, just to switch it up a bit, because I didn't do that in my last one. Walls in my house are 100% concrete. Ew, I would hate that. I would hate that. Hey man, I've heard some people using the E7 for residential use. In your opinion, is there any use case? No. The people well, it depends on how big your house is. Like we live in like a 2,000 square foot house. We don't need it. If you have like a 50,000 square foot home or 10,000 square foot, maybe. But even at that, like the APs are more for high dense areas, like, you know, a stadium or something like that. Has the Enterprise XG24 switch been discontinued? I don't need the PoE in the 10. I don't know. I wouldn't even buy one of those switches now. Oh wait, where are they? You're correct. I wonder if they have been. Oh well, no. These are Enterprise Campus switches. What was they called again? What was the actual name? I forget. I had that switch for a while. Oh, it would be under XG. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Maybe they have. Gee. Huh. I wonder if they got rid of them. Interesting. Oh, wait. Unless this is it. Is it Gen 1? This must be it. That's a 48. That's still there. I think if I'm thinking of the right switch, maybe you're looking for a 24 port, but I wouldn't go with those switches anyway. They need to condense their switch line because it is getting a little confusing. They have, well, you can see here, they got 40 switches, which is kind of nuts. Jason, good morning. How's it going? When you do a big project, do you always match the patch panel port to switch port? Usually never, because that's actually really hard to do. Because, you know, usually we're doing 48 port switches. I guess you could do it. We don't typically do it. No. Can the UNAS be backed up offsite? Yes. So you could either do it UNAS to UNAS with a site-to-site VPN. You could do it to a Synology NAS, you know, whatever, or you could back it up to the cloud. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Would it be pointless to get 5 gigabit fiber connection when one is running a 2.5 gigabit switch? If it's, you know, if it's cheap, if the 5 gigabit is cheaper than your, you know, 1 gigabit or 2.5, then I would. Like what happened here, we had 1 gigabit fiber and 3 gigabit came into the area and it was cheaper than my 1 gig. You're never really going to saturate the line, typically. I did an export on my Unifi account on Almars, spent $133,000 since 2000. That's crazy. That's insane. They should end up giving you discounts, but they don't. Customers thought they would save money and had an electrician use a forklift to pull 450 24 count. Oh my gosh. We don't do a ton of fiber work. I did buy this fiber splicer though. Instagram. Let's see. Not that I know how to use it overly properly, but it worked. I got the 10 gig connection. I mean, it was only like $1,000. It was $1,000 on Amazon. It worked perfect. Where the heck is it? I think I have it on Instagram. I forget what it's called. Like a fire something. Oh, it's right here. Oh, darn it. Darn it. I didn't put the name of it. I don't remember what it's called, but that's the fusion splicer that I bought. We don't do a ton of fiber. We did had to terminate some fiber ends for a gate controller, and that's the only job that I've used it on so far. But whatever. It was well worth it. Thank you, Husker Nation, for the 15. I really appreciate it. We'll give that a thumbs up and a heart. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. That will pay for my that'll pay for my movie today. Perfect. I'm getting behind. If you guys want to hit that like button, that'd be great. We got 29 likes, 143 people. We always try to get about 100 likes at the end of the stream, but how do the content announcement normally work for the UWC conferences? Does Unifi release public information on the day of the conference and then creators do deep dives? No. So usually the UWCs, they don't want you releasing any content on it. Because there are actually still things from the Ubiquity World Conference that I went to in Miami that aren't out yet. So they don't even allow us to film. Chantel did a film. Oh, they kind of let us film, but we had to blur out so much stuff that it was like, oh, it's not even worth it. It was so much time to blur it out. But yeah, there are embargoes on gear, so they'll send us gear early so that we could test it out and then do videos on it. And then they'll send out, oh, it's releasing, May 21st, and you could post your video May 21st after we do our announcement. That's kind of how it works. Any advantage to using an HD hard drive in my UDM Pro when already running a UNAS? Probably not, unless you're using Unifi Talk. And then you could use it for voicemails and stuff like that. Can't put nails in our wall at home. You just end up with bent ones. Have to drill the walls and use screws. Oof. Yeah, that's a lot of work. I gotta shut my door. Chantel's got the TV up so loud. Yeah, give me a sec. I gotta shut the door. Any idea if the AI LLM will do speech to text in other languages? I would assume they'll bring that out eventually, yes. I am so far behind. I simply want to add 2 G4 Doorbell Pros for the in-law. Should I use a cloud key, or I would use whatever one's cheaper, to be honest with you at that point. I'd probably use the cloud key Gen 2 Plus. Wonderful day here. I was supposed to be in Wisconsin, actually, this weekend to do work, and we passed it off. There was just too much going on. We couldn't get it done, unfortunately. They should have a Pro line and then the Enterprise. Yes. Tech, how's it going? Good to see you. Maybe you could have the 25 built into parts, planning phase, cabling, network, and rack and stuff. So I thought about doing that, but a lot of people, I actually did a poll last year, and they prefer one long video with time stamps in the video. You get no food. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. We went here last night. Copacabana Brazilian Steakhouse. It was really good. We've gone there a bunch of times, but load. They just bring like a bunch of different steak on like skewers and stuff like that and shave it in front of you. It's actually really good. There's the best one's this Parmesan steak. Which camera brand do you think is best? Unifi versus Axis versus Hikvision versus Dahua? Well, I don't use Axis, Hikvision, or Dahua, or however you say it. So I would say Unifi, but I am pretty biased. Bert, hi there. First time watching live. Do you know if there's a bigger UNAS system coming out? I am not sure on that. No. What AP do you recommend for small home, 2 separate buildings next to each other? I really like these access points, the new ones that they just came out with. I mean, the price point too is fairly good. I would probably go with the XGSs. And then you're kind of up to date with Wi-Fi 7 and stuff like that. We're going to see Sinners today. What changes would you want to do to make your home network if you had free credit card, no limit? Probably nothing, because I have almost everything I want. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, I have a bunch of different NASs. I have 100 gig switches. Maybe a server that actually could use like a 25 gig NIC or something like that. That's probably it. Cody, can you use the donation for the basement screw? No. Nope, you guys starve. I have the UDB Pro. I cannot connect to the U7 mesh. I haven't actually tried that yet. I gave my UDB Pros to one of my buddies who was actually going to use it. Do you have any tips in improving roaming between the U7 Pro APs? I have a concrete house and I have the downstairs and upstairs. Well, you'd want to start doing like a kind of scan. You could kind of use Wi-Fi Man, I guess, and then setting different minimum RSSIs, or you could lower the power on the APs. Loving my new G6 doorbell. There's no such thing. We start pulling cables, electricity, and Ethernet in 25 days in the new house. I am having a daily panic attack. Oh, wow. That's the fun part, though. You'll have fun doing that. I like doing brand new houses that, like, there's no walls up and stuff like that. We're going to do a house on Friday. I think we're doing a house on Friday. Anyway, somebody else ran the cabling. I probably can't show a picture. I would love to. And they put it on the traditional 110 punch panels. And it's just terrible. It's such a mess. So they want us to cut all of it off and redo it. So we're going to do that. And we're going to make it look nice. Any reason why my G4 Pro and a G4 doorbell with the AI port have not detected no faces yet, and it's been over a week? Do you have it actually turned on in the settings wheel? Because you click on settings and then you have to checkbox face. I know there was an issue with it though in the backend code, so they might have to push an update. What would you need? What would be needed to establish a connection between a home Unifi setup and an RV with a Unifi router? You just do a site-to-site VPN if you want to access your files at home, if that's kind of what you're thinking of. Do you need Identity Enterprise to allow users to connect to Unifi VPN, or is it included? It's included with the free one. They have a bunch of different. You could use WireGuard, OpenVPN, One-Click VPN, Wi-Fi Man, or what? Teleport VPN. They have a ton of free ones. Chantel is here in the house. Hey Cody, love your content. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much. You're from BC, aren't you? I think you're from BC. I remember. It would be kind of cool if Ubiquity did a world conference out that way, because I've never been there. Will you be able to cast and use VM machine through the Unifi Display Cast Pro? That I don't know of, because I rarely touched on the Connect line at all. We don't get asked to do it. I think I sold my my IT department on a nano beam for a point-to-point access. I wish we could do more point-to-point stuff. That would just be great. It would be fun to do. From Edmonton, that's another place. Oh, I have been to Edmonton once before when I was very young. Are there any 2 terabyte replacement drives for the cloud key? I think there are, but I forget what size they are. I've never actually replaced one myself. I think it's just a normal SSD, isn't it? Could be wrong. Maybe someone in chat knows. You could probably get cameras with higher quality for cheaper over Unifi, but Unifi is leading with the AI stuff, I'd say. Well, you could bring in third-party cameras now within Unifi, like Axis. We just switched out a ton of Axis cameras for Unifi. First time watching it, started blocking out Sunday mornings now. It's addictive. Yeah, I need to stick with my Sundays, but sometimes we work on weekends, so it might be Saturday, it might be Sunday. Sinners is excellent, especially if you are into blues guitars. I don't know if I'm into guitars. I don't know about blues, but we'll see. Brand new builds are fun. We just quoted on a job. It's not a brand new build. It's for, I think it's like 3 Axis doors or something like that. We have another job coming up. It's for like a surgery clinic place that we're going to be doing, I think like 6 doors, bunch of cameras, access points, cabling and stuff like that. Which we're going to end up getting that job for sure. But yeah, that'll be fun. It will be interesting if they allow me to film it. It was for, well, it's my biggest client sold their building, and we already had cameras throughout the building, and then they contacted us to do the surgery floor, which is going to be fun. UI is taking so much time to make intercom viewer compatibility with the G4. Yeah, a lot of people have asked that. I've seen that in the community forums. Holy crap, we're caught up. Or we're almost caught up. We only got these ones. Perfect. Is there a way to avoid front license plate spoofing for gate? Not really. I mean, I don't know how you would not, right? Like, the thing is, if people are going to get in, they're going to get in no matter what. Is a gate really going to stop them? And I guess if they're already know your license plate and they're staking you out, they're probably coming in no matter what. Just out of curiosity, has your YouTube channel helped to sell your company's services? Probably, since your videos are good. Would like more on-site videos though. It's the on-site videos, yeah, they're a lot more work, and it just depends on the client. So this house that we just changed out cameras for the access cameras, I thought we were allowed to film it all. We weren't allowed to film the house. But anyway, we're going back there Thursday to do the gate controller. We're allowed to film that, but we can't show the house at all. But yes, it has helped my company's service. Like I don't promote anything. It's all through YouTube. That's all and word of mouth. That's how I get my business. I think they're going to be taking away stacked NVRs. I think that's how they're going to address it. You're going to have to use Vantage Point. That's what you'll have to do. Let me just, I guess, well, Chantel's here. We'll shout out her channel because There's going to be more videos going up there. I mean, I'm in a lot of the videos too, but this is Chantel's channel. We are going to the Bahamas at the end of May, so there'll be filming for that. We're going to Tampa in July. Ubiquity World Conference will probably be on my page, but it'll also be on here. So if you want to see, what we do other than technology, here you go. I don't know if I'm going to be singing. What? Do you actually have a video of me singing that karaoke? Oh my God. I forgot about that. So I guess you'll be seeing me sing karaoke if you go subscribe over there. If you were to advertise your services to people, what would you present your job as? Oh gosh. I don't even know. Full support. I mean, we pretty much build businesses from the bottom up. Small to mid-sized businesses, cabling, cameras, all that type of stuff. I don't even know. I'm a terrible salesperson. Tyson lives like 2 hours from me, but he's coming up to see a concert soon, so maybe we'll get him on live stream. Oh, it's because you're the homeowner, not the contractor. I would have been doing the pulling myself. Just want a Unifi UPS. Yes, that would be nice. My UPS actually died. So I gotta probably get another one. I probably should anyway. Yes, everybody give me a like. We need, what do we need? We need 41 more likes to hit our goal. Has anyone managed to put their hands on Unified Drive 2.0? It seems to be a release candidate, whereas UI did not communicate. Well, I just did a video on Drive 2.0, and it is still in release candidate. Ubiquity released a post about it the other day. Well, you could view your cameras remote if you're using Ubiquity cameras. You could view them remotely through unifi.ui.com or on your phone. To access files, yeah, if you're using a UNAS, you could also access them through unifi.ui.com, or you just do a site-to-site VPN between. It would be nice if they came out with the UPS for sure. A 4K Provision ISR camera could be adopted into Protect, but it was recognized as a 2K camera. Interesting. Do you play Dota? I do not. I've never been to any. I do play games. I bought a Switch 2. I got a Switch 2. I was so happy because we were at a job site on, was it Thursday? I think Thursday was a release here in Canada, and online orders started going on at 11 a.m. I'm on the GameStop or EB Games website. I'm on Best Buy. I get put into a queue. I'm like, all right. So I wait in the queue for a half hour, get out of the queue, get the Switch into my cart, put it in another queue to check out. Get through that queue, and then it's sold out. I was so mad. Anyway, within Amazon Canada, it might be the same for the States. If you have Prime, you could join, you could sign in to maybe get into the program to allow you to buy the Switch 2. I got in, bought the Switch 2, so I'm very happy about that. On-site karaoke, yeah, that was in, I might have had a couple beverages during that night. I don't think I did too bad, but I haven't seen it. I haven't listened to it. Oh, don't worry about that, Skip. It's all good. It's all good. Network engineer or consultant? I guess it would be kind of both, but then I do like everything. I do the structured cabling. We do the access control. I guess it would be a bit of both. Yeah. Have you ever stacked 2 NVRs over 2 sites using VPNs? I have not. And I wouldn't recommend that either. I think it actually automatically does the RAID for you in the UMVR, does it not? So you don't really have a choice, I don't think. I had to watch out on what time it is. Hold on. Gotta be at the movies for 12. And I want to get a diet sody. Oops. Okay. Something else that I wanted to talk about. Most people here, if they've seen my cabling videos, they know I use vertical cable VMax jacks and the crimping tool. It's so hard to get their stuff now, and it's ridiculously expensive here in Canada. Not that I'm going to this vendor, but they are a Chinese-based vendor, and I'm not sure how good their jacks and stuff are. they had been sending me tons of emails. I never actually replied. I just bought some of their stuff on Amazon. It's this VCE link. And the reason I kind of want to go with them is just because they have a crimping tool to do your Keystones jacks instead of a punch down. And when I can't find vertical cable jacks, I'm kind of like, I can't do anything about it. So I ended up buying, I think it was 100 jacks, 100 Cat 6 jacks and the crimping tool for like $100, which is nothing. If you were doing that with vertical cable, that'd be about $500 Canadian. So I'm getting this stuff today. I might do a YouTube short about it or a TikTok to see if it actually works well in the crimper. Apparently the jacks pass all fluke testing and stuff like that. So we're going to see. And it's like at 1/4 the cost, which is, amazing. Vertical cables though is great. If I could get it easily, if there was a store around us that I could, I would buy it every day. I would think you would be more of a network installer maybe. Well, network installer, but most of my business is consulting. Like yes, I do go on to job sites and install, but a lot of my job is actually consulting. Hi, have you already installed the new version of Unifi Network Application 20 and do you have any problems with it? The new version, I don't know. I've been running 9.1 for like a very long time. There's a couple different programs. There's EA and like early access, and then there's one before that. Like there's an alpha program for specific people. I haven't updated to this though. Oh yes, I have. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I got this. I haven't had any issues. Maybe some other people have though. This is kind of cool. This one's really going to be, the traffic flows and stuff like that. I haven't done a video on it because I don't think 4.2.8 is out yet, is it? I think that's in early access. 2. Oh wait. 4.2.8 is out, but it's only out for the UNAS right now. It's not out for any of the consoles. Also, when are we getting a next Frozo stream? I don't know. Maybe this week. We have a lot of work going on this week. Instead of stacking, use Vantage Point. Yeah, but the Vantage Point, you can't get that on your phone yet, can you? I'm not sure. G6 turret versus AI turret. Is there much difference? I believe we kind of talked. The one that sticks out, the difference is with the AI turret, you could do the 3x optical zoom. Just bought the UDMSC, have been running the network application on the Docker and a FortiGate as a firewall dedicated to move to the FG to my lab since Ubiquiti finally updated their horrible... Yes, yeah. I didn't mind the old way that they did the firewall rules, but that's because I've been working on it for, forever. I actually tried installing Unifi Access on my garage door, but... I couldn't get it to work. I don't think the pinouts didn't work. You know what it could have been? I had 2 Unifi hubs that were like not dead on arrival. It's something that I did with them. And I think the pinouts were bad and I haven't tried it since. I do have like 5 gate controllers here. I should try to do that again. Because it would be kind of cool to be able to open my garage doors with Unifi Access. I've used VCE Link for my personal stuff. They are good, to be honest. Oh, interesting. I did try True Cable. True Cable doesn't ship to Canada. And I really don't like their crimper. I would assume the VCE Link is the same, but with the vertical cable, you actually feel it goes click, 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 click. And if you like that type of sensation, I guess it's kind of like, Linus's tool, the same clicking thing. It's whatever. But we'll give it a try. I should have it later today. I'll see how I feel. What do you think about Forza Horizon coming to the PS? I think it's good. I think it's good for all games to go like to every platform. I don't know if I played Forza 5. I have the Xbox. I got a PS5. I'll have the Nintendo Switch too. I don't have the PS5 Pro because I'm like, why do I need that? Did you see the video about yesterday showing the EFG has lower single core? I haven't watched it, but I assume you're talking about this person. Is it like 444777 or whatever his name is? Where the heck is his channel? He does like super in-depth video. Oh, it's 777 or 404. I think you're probably talking. Are you talking about this guy? He does a lot of super in-depth videos. I'm surprised he doesn't have more subscribers, but The thing that happens with YouTube when you go way too far into the weeds, like it's just gonna, unfortunately, a lot of people won't watch it. But if you're into like super in-depth videos, go check out his channel. I'm not even sure what his name is, to be honest with you. And I haven't watched that video. I might. I watched quite a few of his videos. Do you label your cables? And if you do, what do you use? I do label my cables, and I use currently the BMP Brady. Oh god, I forget what it's called. It's a Brady labeler. Brady BMP21 Plus. That's what I use. How can I show you guys this without going on Amazon? Ugh, really? Oh, puzzle solved within 1.25 seconds. Nice. I use this labeler right here. It works okay. There are probably better labelers for patch panels and stuff, though. I will be upgrading. I just forget the name. You know what? Hold on. I might be able to find it here. Who uses it? Mr. Chicago. Mr. Chicago uses it. I don't know if he has any. Oh, crap. I hope that doesn't go off. Mr. Tech Chicago. I met him in Chicago when they did the Ubiquiti World Conference. This is a labeler he uses in a bunch of low voltage techs I know, and it's apparently really good. It is the Epson LW-PX900. So that will be my next labeler that I get. But there's really nothing wrong with my Brady labeler either. Jeff, how's it going? We get our cable from Adams Cable. I don't even know who that is. Never even heard of it. There's so many different cable vendors. It's insane. Would it make sense to get a U7 in-wall AP in each bedroom that would give the option to have a network port in the bottom? You could. You just want to put your power very low so that you're not interfering with each other. I'm a monster with my personal patch panel. Already had Cat5e terminated with N, so I did female to female connectors. Hey, if it works, right? Stupid question, Keystone. The versions like 90 versus 180. What's the difference besides the use case? Probably nothing. I wouldn't think. We typically this is the ones I usually use. Vertical cable VMax Cat 6. Yeah. It's gonna show pictures. These are the ones that I typically use, and they look. I like the look of them. I don't think there's really a difference besides the angle of it that you're punching down, but I refuse to use one-ton punch panels anymore, or punch tools. I hate them. I was told to use the gate controller instead of the door controller for my garage. Also be good content sense. Yeah, that's true. I might try again. I do have the gate controller, so why don't I give it a try? How do you handle privacy and trust from your customers in managing their sites? So, well, usually we don't manage their sites. So what happens, we'll do the build, we'll set it up, we'll pass them over ownership, we'll ask them to delete us. Not everybody deletes us. We'll sign NDAs and stuff like that as well. But yeah, we don't talk about any customer job sites unless we have written, permission to. And same with how it goes with videos. I've got a Klein Cripper and looking to get the Klein punch down tool. Ooh, I can't stand 110 punch down. 110 tool. I've cut my hands so many times with these things. These are the bane of my existence. Oh, StarTech has them? What? Yeah. Like, who would want to use these anymore? Who would want to use these? I would never. I've slipped so many times. Like, I have massive scars in my hands because I've slipped. I mean, you could buy this little thing that holds the jack, whatever. It's just not worth it. The crimping tools are way better, in my opinion. Yeah, you could do that, the U7 in wall, or you could get small switches for each room, right? I mean, you could do something like that. Did you ever test the WireGuard VPN transfer speed on the Gateway Max? I did not. I didn't test it on the Max, no. Yeah, I mean, you could put one in each room. Usually when we're doing hotels and stuff like that, we're putting in walls. That's what we do, like in each room. I love the in-depth videos and not the not so in-depth. Yeah. Like, well, I don't know. I don't go not nearly as far as his channel, not even close. He goes deep into the weeds, which is great. We need somebody to be able to do that. Tim, how's it going? Happy Sunday. Do you think they're going to come out with new NAS hardware soon? I don't know about soon. I would think that it's like anything. You look at their cameras start at G1, they go to G2, G3, G5, G6. I would assume they would come out with something else, but I have no idea when. Robert, how's it going? Good morning. Just found out you can't pair the G4 doorbell with the intercom viewer. Do you think this is something will be supported? I believe it will be. Somebody actually already mentioned it in this this live stream. I think it will come eventually. Can you do some reaction videos to your subscribers, HomeLad? That would be nice, I guess. I have done a couple of them and I stopped doing it. But I guess like the last one I did was probably a long time ago. Well, look, if you guys want to hit that like button, we only need 23 more likes to be able to hit our goal. I used to do Home Lab. I did a bunch of them, actually. Did I have like a playlist on them? Content. Live streams, Echo on-site jobs. I used to add more my videos to playlists, and then I didn't realize that if you have a private video, put it in a playlist, people could view it publicly. And I think it was for maybe the U7 Pro or one of the access points that came out. I put it in a playlist and it was in private because we were waiting for the embargo to go up, and somebody had already seen it. I'm like, oh no, I don't even remember. Rating? I don't even know what I called it. Oh yeah, rating. So it's been since 2022 is the last time I did a. Oh, I've only done 2 parts of it, so I guess I could. It's funny, once I started that, a lot of people kind of took the idea, like it's all over TikTok and stuff like that. That's what people do. But yeah, I guess I could do something like that eventually. You never had any issues with them, even if I slip. I punch down against a bit of wood. For some reason, doing it too always hurt my shoulders. I don't know why. 110 should be banned. I believe it. I agree. The one that shouldn't be banned is your little Bix tool because, I mean, not a lot of people are doing analog stuff anymore anyway. What's the main benefits of crimping down jacks over pass-through? We've always done pass-through and honestly love it. I don't know if there's a big benefit, but like when we always go into patch panels. This isn't my stuff, but oh yeah, let's go look at my profile. Right, like we're putting keystone jacks, so you have to crimp those down. I mean, you could put them on RJ45s and then use couplers, but why would you do that, right? We're always going into keystone jacks. It just looks nicer in my opinion. I don't think you're going to have much of a data loss if you do it the other way though. Where was I? I will not punch down unless I have to. Always use pass. I never use pass through. Are you talking about RJ45 pass through connectors? We never use RJ45 pass throughs anymore. Not that you could do them properly, but I found that if moisture gets in, it will blow the port. Yes, you could put some grease on it. That's just extra work. So I just use normal keystone jacks, or sorry, RJ45s. I was looking at the tool you're on about, CommScope. I know do them, but I think it was, the jacks are crazy expensive for CommScope. This is the one I'm talking about, vertical cable. It's called, this is the one I use right now. I may switch over to VCE if I like their jacks, but I'm hoping they're not super cheap. Oh, hold on. Why don't we just look at my little video? Did this in 2022.
Hey everyone, Cody from Mactelecom.
Oh, who's this skinny guy? Oh my god, what happened? Who's this little skinny guy? Oh wait, this wasn't even that long ago. Shoot. I'm just trying to find where I crimp it down. Yeah, this is the... Oh, hold on. Okay, so now we have our conductors in. Whoops, I don't want my voice going off. And this is the eye punch tool. So now we put all our... We instead of punching down 8 different connectors, you do one crimp. Boom. Gone. Done. Jack is done. Right? That's why it's so much easier. Even though it's a little bit more expensive, it saves time. God. That kid back in that video must not have ate a lot. Let's see. Okay, so what type of services do you offer? Do you have a 24 service or 24/7? No, I do not. If something goes, like, we don't have contracts with anybody, like at all. We have customers that buy like 50 hours, bulk hours, and they kind of just use it when they want. And I will do emergency support, but yeah, we don't do 24/7 because it's only me and I want to live a bit of a life. So I'm not a traditional MSP. What would you recommend if I am getting 20 retries? I would see what you're having, like if you're having cabling issue, that could cause it. I do have rack studs in my whole rack. That's what I'm using. I should make my own YouTube clone. You could make your, people should make their own YouTube channels. One, it helps you learn more. It helped me learn more. You may eventually grow where you could make, monetize your channel. You could get free gear from vendors and stuff like that. So there's so many comments on people's channels that, oh my God, YouTubers, this. We're just normal people. We just like the gear just as much as everybody else. I encourage people to make their channel. I hate being on camera, but I'm on camera, right? So, yeah, it's awkward. And I talk like a robot in my videos, whatever. You'll get used to the comments after, eventually. The negative comments anyway. I'm adding solar to my UISP network on Wednesday. If everything arrives by then, I'll make a video because I'm trying to get enough subs and views to dump the YouTube earnings into my business. Nice. If you're a part of my, I don't know if you're on my Discord or not, but if you are, link your channel because you can't send links here. I'm assuming it's probably just your name right here. If you use them outside, they need sealing. Yes, exactly. Honestly, the other ones are so easy to do anyway, so I don't know. I don't see the need for pass-through. Did you see the video of a guy hosting 100K Minecraft servers? It's pretty cool. I have not seen that. I don't follow a crazy amount of people on YouTube besides other YouTube, or of course other YouTubers. Besides like the normal tech people like Lawrence Systems, Crosstalk. I think I probably follow about 70 people, but the one channel I watch the most on YouTube is Peter Santinello. You guys don't know him. He does great work. He just travels the world and talks about different issues and stuff like that. He's great. I love watching his videos. He usually does, he's only doing 3 videos now a month, one every, or 3. The last Saturday of every month he's not doing anymore, but every Saturday I wake up early to watch his videos. Tech YouTubers unplug and plug back in just like the rest of us normal folks. This is true. This is true. If something's not working, we reboot it. That's pretty much it. Now we have full figure, Cody. This is true. I'm going to the gym. I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight before the Bahamas. Oh no. We lost the chat because I have 16,000 tabs open here. Let me bring that back up. Uh-oh, my mouse. I can't get my mouse. Oh, did my mouse die? Oh, shoot. Hold on, chat. I think my mouse died. What? I need to get a new mouse. No, I don't. I'm using a Logitech G502 light speed. Look at all these tech issues. There we go. Your eyeball is so itchy. We only need 5 more likes and we hit that 100. That'd be swell, wouldn't it? I don't have too much longer. We got to go see the movie soon, but... Oh, come on. There we go. Does the Keystone Crimper tool require special keystone? Typically, they do. So, like with the vertical cable eye punch or the one punch tool, you have to buy the vertical cable VMax jacks. So you want to make sure that you have the proper... There's not a keystone crimper that works on every keystone, unfortunately. That would be great. Your like counter is stuck on 4. We're at 100 now. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. It does really help. There is another tool and jack that angled on Amazon. It works great. They have a bunch of tools. Like True Cable has their own crimper. VCE Link has their... A lot of people now realize they don't want to be using 110 punch tools like ever. Could Ubiquiti create a UNAS Pro with only 2 drives with options? I think they could come out with a whole new lineup. I just don't know if they're going to. Like right now would be the perfect time to, like I said, you know, a little bit ago, to push more people into developing Unified Drive, because what Synology is doing, it's kind of like what they did when they came out with their power amp. They released it at the perfect time because Sonos was having major issues with their application, the new upgrade they did. Is there a way to program a G5 PTZ? They don't have patrolling mode on the G5 PTZ. Someone find the cat. His mouse died. Yeah, I don't know where they... Oh, it's because I locked them out. I didn't lock them out. I shut the door. They're probably downstairs in the catio. It would be cool for you, Unifi to come out with an update that can unplug and replug itself with the power set. Yes. We're going to see Sinners. The keystones that I'm going to be using in my new rack, though, like for the rack build, are the Ubiquiti ones. And these are not, well, they say they're toolless. They're not toolless. So they sent me I asked them for the yellow ones. I don't have Cat 6A in my house, but it's going to work perfectly fine. Or sorry, the yellow ones. What am I talking about? The silver ones. So they call them, I think they call them toolless, right? Oh, no, maybe. Yeah, toolless keystone for terminating. That's not true. That's not true. You still need to you need these. You need this right here. You got your little wire stripper. Actually, I wonder if they come with a wire stripper. So then you put your conductors in it. You put it in the jack. You actually have to cut the conductors off. So it's not truly toolless. There are real jacks that are toolless and you just fold this tab down and that's it. They don't work that well though. Thinking of fiber in my home for each room. Oof. The only place I've actually seen that, it wasn't a house. It was for a hydro company I used to work for, and they had fiber to everybody's desk. Eduardo, how's it going? Good afternoon or good morning. Now RAID 6 is out. The only thing I would need is a USB to support graceful shutdown. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? They could do an update that would allow the G5 on patrol, because that's what happened with the G4 industrial. It didn't have patrolling before. They came out with an update and then they allowed the patrolling. Are they going to do it? I'm not too sure. To be honest, for me, I wouldn't want patrolling on mine, because I have how many cameras do I have at the front of the house? I think I have 3. I have 4 wait, 1. No, I only have 3 cameras. I have the G5, I have an AI something, and I got another camera, I forget. But my whole driveway is covered. So the only thing that I'm using the G5 PTZ for is for people tracking. That's it. But I could see if you only have that on your front of the house, you'd want some patrolling. I use one of those tools for punch on. I never use this. These little wire strippers. I never use those. I have scissors, and I actually think the scissors that I use are fiber scissors. I just score the jacket, pop it off. When you get used to it, this is just an extra tool that I'm going to lose and I need in my backpack, and I'm good. But my goal is to, like my network rack, I should have taken a picture of it before before this live stream. It is a disaster right now. Like an absolute disaster. I'll show you. Is this it? No, that's not mine. That's the job we just did. That's not mine. What is that? Oh. Oh, where the heck is mine? Oh, my light's starting to flicker. That's not mine. Where the heck is my network rack? What it used to look like. Oh, here. That's what it used to look like. This is gone. One of these is gone. This doesn't look like that anymore. It's a disaster. The PDU Pro is ripped out. What else don't I have? Some of these panels are missing. So that's what there's going to be a new video on. All of these blue jacks will be re-terminated into the Ubiquiti jacks. So we'll see. I got the RPS at the bottom. I think the UNAS is the only other thing in this. I'm debating if I want to put in the 200 gig switches in there. I mean, they're like 25 gig switches with 100 gig uplinks. I have 2 of them. Is it these guys? Yeah, I have 2 of these, but I don't know. Like, do I put it in my rack? That's $8,000 of switches when I'm going to use like 2 ports, maybe. I don't know. It would be cool with the MC lag. That's the only thing that would be neat, I guess. I need to sort your the wall mounted rack. You know what? I wish Ubiquiti came out with a rack that was like 25U. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. There's also one other thing that I'm going to mention before I go. I think I'm going to do a little short about it because a lot of people probably don't know about this program. Oh, well, here, I'll talk about 2 things. So if you're interested in like bigger deployments and case studies and like that, things like that, and if you have your own case study, you could submit your case study and you could be eligible to win $10,000 in store credit. So there's a bunch of different case studies. What's this? Oh, that's new. This is the one I did. This is the co-working space that we worked on. I'll post that in the chat there. We're actually redoing the access points and stuff here. We're putting in all of the new Wi-Fi 7 APs, but they have case studies for like, I think there's like 20 case studies up here. So FedEx Forum, Micro Center, Five Guys, some churches, some schools and stuff like that. So that's interesting to see. And then they got what, where the heck is the other? They have this. So the professional integrators has come out of early access. So it's available in US, Canada, EU, and then the UK. What this is it's for MSPs, available qualified MSPs and integrators. They are doing live training webinars. So they have a Tuesday, May 6th, design troubleshooting Wi-Fi 7. On June 4th, they have building robust AI-centric physical security. And then on July 10th, they're doing Unifi routing and switching. Costs $900 a year, $999, but you get phone support. I think you get like 10 free phone supports, the training, and some other stuff that I need to go through and actually figure it out. So if that's worth it to you, that's something you should probably go check out. Thanks for hosting your live streams. I'm a regular follower. Question for you. When do you think UI Intercom will have the same ring features for UP Chime? That I don't know. I don't know about that. Hopefully soon. It would be nice if they kind of just brought all the Unifi Access and Protect in together. That's what I think. I use a hunting knife instead of a tool used to cut the outer jacket. Yeah, you can. A mid-sized rack would be perfect because like the StarTech rack I have is a 25U. Is the case study just one person win 10K? I'm not sure how that is. I don't know if any of the people who submitted, like I have the case study there. Obviously, I'm probably not going to win. That probably it wouldn't look good on them because they give me free stuff all the time. But yeah, I'm not sure. I would assume that Ubiquiti's fixed the issues with the Wi-Fi 7 APs. I haven't heard anything about the IoT. I have never had those issues with my IoT. I believe they did change the chipset though, didn't they, in the APs? I think so. But it was actually other vendors too. It wasn't just Ubiquiti. But I do need to get out of here because I am going to... Oh yeah, I do. Oh my gosh, it's almost 10 after. I am getting out of here. Thank you everybody for coming by. There will be some sort of new videos this week. It'll probably be my rack rebuild. And then maybe some other new stuff. The rack rebuild will be like near the end of week. So watch out for that. We're putting in the gate controller, doing that. That's going to be another video, on-site video. And some other stuff. I don't know. Bunch of other stuff coming out. Everybody have a good rest of your weekend, and we'll talk next weekend. Take care. See ya. Thanks.